Hi everyone, my name is Jean-Paul Dusingize. I'm here with my teammate. I will let them to introduce themselves so that you can know their names and their first
Uh,
information.
Thank you very much, Mike. Since my name is Facilitation, and I'm glad to be with you in the team. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Pacific. My name is Alain Hilgua, and I am also pleased to be part of the team.
Thank you for introducing yourselves. Here, we decided to have this team so that can talk about more about we have a task and we need to complete it. So as a team, we have different things we have to tackle on so that we can make sure we be successful. One of those tips that we have to make sure it's all about having norms. So today in this our meeting discussion, I wish each and everyone should be open and flexible by sharing with us like what do you think we can get us toward the success of what we are looking for. Also after telling us about the norms and what, also you give us like your suggestions, your opinions. Apart from norms, what else do you think is needed as a team to work to work as we can, like having the productivity? So let's start by talking about after taking the purpose of this meeting, to about having the norms for as the first meeting we're having.
Yes.
After having the norms, maybe you can start working on our project. So starting by norms, I would like to let anyone, starting from you,
Yeah.
telling us what do you think about norms right now in your mind. What the most norms do you feel, do you wish you can follow?
Uh, First of all, I like the statement that say like a team is better if it is enjoyable.
Wow.
I feel like if we set a norm that will guide us to making a working environment in our team enjoyable, would make it clear. That means like a norm which says like in making the working environment enjoyable. Apart from that, I would suggest another one which is about dependency of members. So like we want to, so that everyone will be depending on the strength of another one, so that we will be working hand in hand. So I would let you go.
Thank you very much. On my side, I think that we need a norm of time respect.
Yeah.
If we, for example, set to meet at 4, we are meant to arrive here like at 3:45, 5 minutes before.
Yeah.
And this will help us, of course, to manage our team in a very efficient way. And the second norm I'd like to propose is one speaker at a time, as it is being done here in this time. You see, only one person is speaking. When we get to speak, like everyone is speaking at the same time, you understand we will not be able to catch what we are meant to catch. And the third, I'd like to suggest giving a professional feedback. When you are in a team and you find that somebody is say something and you directly give bad criticism, you directly give him harsh feedback. It may lead to conflicts between or among us. So when we give each other good feedback, which is professional, it will help us. The last one is to feel responsible for contributing. As you see, in a team of 3 people, it is necessary that everyone feels responsible and reliable in the team's progress.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
So thank you, my teammate. It's my pleasure having such strong teammates like you. So it was my pleasure hearing on both sides about what you think can be the norms for our groups and what you think can be also the norms for this group. And I would like to ask anyone who still have any idea apart from what you said, because in order to come up with the best one, we are supposed to have many as possible.
Yeah.
So we need to have even like a 50. You know, there are different norms people have, so even for us we can have more. So I would like also to ask, before adding something, because if me too, I have to add something. I have to add what I think. So I would like to ask you, man, if you still have something else that you can include.
Yeah, thank you very much for giving me this time. I would like to suggest that we should respect the strength of other team members and try to cover their weaknesses. As you see, if you find like a person is struggling with technology, and we are as a group, so we have to try to make to cover that weakness. And as we know, like when I think like this person is good at communication, then we can make him a leader when we are coming to communication, so that we'll be improving and the productivity of our team would increase. Another one would be about effective communication, where we have to find means of making our group together, even though we cannot even be in the same geographical location, but we should find the way we feel like we are interacting each other, like so that we make our team, even though it can be a virtual team, but we'll be still working. Yeah, that's what I think.
Thank you.
Yeah, on my side, I have an addition.
Yeah.
I feel like when working in a team and there are some disturbance like fun, it may lead to not accomplishing what we have tasked ourselves on time. So I'd like to come up with this norm of putting aside everything that you think it can distract you, putting it aside or very far, even not bringing it at our meeting. Yes, like my mic is phone, I must keep it.
Yeah, thank you for sharing your views, your opinions. You too. Me too. I have something because as I'll be among of the teammate, I also have to contribute. You me too. I have like more vision, more opinions. So first, we have to be resourceful about the norms. Being resourceful is all about like being able to use what you have and being able to search additional resources that can, if you can get it. Don't feel like, don't feel shy, don't feel uneasy, saying, oh, what you have, that's okay. No need of using it. Make it, or example, we come and get it back. Try to be resourceful. Use what you have. If you need additional one, try to get it. No need of saying you will do something because I'll be available. You two alone, if you feel that it is necessary, just do it. That's the first point about resourcefulness. Also, the second is it's all about providing feedback from my side. From different groups that I've participated in, I've seen giving feedback is something great, something that gives you like the insight of what you are doing. If you have like you are able to give the positive feedback, I mean, if you see like your teammates are doing something good, and when you're providing feedback, it's all about positive, saying, wow, it's amazing working with you, you can be able to do this and this. And that way, it gives you motivation. One who you are giving feedback, and also to the one who is receiving feedback is getting motivated. So at that time, there is a high productivity as we are working together. No one is saying, the only one who is working, others are just staying there waiting for what I've done. So if each and everyone can be able to see that you are working together as a team, it will help us a lot. Also, it's about the equality. I mean, in the group, you have to be able to share like to have the same values, the same respect. Don't say this man is smartest than me, so I have to do it. Let's respect one another, because your talent, your strength, maybe is totally different from mine. But me too, I have some talents that you don't have. So that's the reason we say in a team, you need synergy. You need to contribute to each other. What you have maybe is not what I have, but me what I have maybe you don't have. But if put together, what you have will be the same as what I have. So I think you can understand that phenomenon. Apart from that, also you can talk about sharing the leadership and leadership positions. As a team, no one has to be like a selfish, saying, when the team, I have to be secretary, have to be team meeting coordinator, have to be, you see? It's better when you feel like we are working with others and others are humans. What you can do, the same what they can do. Better share the position. Say, if I'm good at communication, let me take the team meeting coordinator. So if you're good at as a leader, you maybe can say you you'll be organizing like how the team, what we will do in the meeting, what is needed, like agenda of the meeting.
Yeah.
So on your side, I was trying to show like each and everyone has different things that they feel easy and comfortable with. Let's try to put it together. So after discussing about those different norms, we need to come up with the best one. Because you said different, you know, almost like a 10 or 15,
Yeah.
you two almost there. But we need to come up with the 10 best norms that will help the team to be successful. So starting from you, you have to give us the norm you think and why you think is the best.
Yeah. First of all, I'm going to focus on the other one you said. First of all, the things of giving feedback. I find like when will be giving feedback, it will be easy for us to evaluate the performance of each one, and it will be acting as a kind of motivation for the side of positive feedback. And I feel like I can vote for that to be in one. And the other one is the other about equality you said, because if we feel like we are equal and we'll be able to feel at ease when we are working on a team, so and we increase the productivity. The other one is more about communication. Effective communication will help us to achieve the goal of our team, as we'll be knowing when the meeting is going to happen and when are we going to sit for our group project, and this should, I think this should be there. Lastly, I can say about respect between team members, as we feel like, as I will be respecting you, the same applies to you. You will feel like this is a good team member that I feel like I should work with, and this norm should be effective for my side. Yeah.
Thank you very much. I really like all the points you've made, and on my side, I'd like to come back on the norm of one speaker at a time.
Yeah.
We are already applying this, and you see it's really efficient in the way we are working, and I'd like it to stay in the norms we will be using. And I'd like to come back on the point both of you made, which is respect. And in our team, I'd like that we respect each other, respect somebody else's idea or points, respect his point of view. Don't attack him through criticism. Try to understand him. Try to sympathize with every one of us. Thank you very much.
Thank you. On my side also, about time management, as you said, that's also something that I think will be crucial and help us. Because if you are able to respect time, we'll be able to achieve a lot. If we said we meet at 4 p.m., try to be there on time, 5 minutes before. And this will increase the productivity. Instead, if you didn't have this time management as norm, people will come anytime and feel that is comfortable. If we set 4, maybe you can come 4, 5, saying, I will meet the people and I will see what they have done, meet and contribute to the rest. But if we respect time, we start on time and we end on time.
Yeah.
So my friends, my teammates, let's be there and work on time. Also, another one is all about resourcefulness. This norm about being resourceful will help us to achieve a lot in a short time. First, after knowing the time, how time is like the meaning of time. You know, time is the money, we are used to say. So after respecting time, also you have to be resourceful, and then being resourceful are going to contribute a lot to the success of our team. This is all about like when you say resourcefulness, whatever you have, try to use it efficiently. Don't waste anything you have because you don't know, maybe in the future if you need it. Any resource you have, use it in a right way. Also, apart from that, you can talk about communication, effective communication. As a team, let's try to communicate each other. Whatever you are, if you're going to be late, communicate early so that we know it in the start on time. If you have any issue that you feel or any suggestion that we can understand or can share, try to do it on time. So, I think anyone can add something.
I'd like to propose that as we still have enough time for our meeting, I'd like to propose that you take the paper and try to note down the norms that we are lagging on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will be very okay. I would like to suggest another additional norm so that we feel like our team will be very successful, and that is more about knowing each other. You see, when I will be knowing your strengths, your weaknesses, I will be able to communicate with you easily. I will know like, well, this person Jill doesn't like people who call him in the night, late in the night, and this will help our group achieve more because I will be knowing what you really like. Yeah.
So, do you have anything to add on? Or you feel like you have done your best? About only you trust like
Yeah.
what this man proposed as norms or what I have said.
Every-
Do you feel it's okay for
everything
having
is okay
the
with
best one?
Yeah, everything is okay with me. We should conclude.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah.
That's someone Jill.
Yeah.
So thank you. As this meeting was having a purpose of setting the norms that will help us to work on a given task that will meet in the future.
Yeah.
It was my pleasure being here on time. I can see that you will be able even to spend the time in the next
One of
time.
our norms.
So you too, I trust you because you try to be here on time. So in the future also try to do it as you did today. Also, after getting the norms, it was my pleasure seeing how you can be able to provide, like being flexible, same time, saying know each other. I really enjoyed it and hearing like my friends who can be able to think so far like that, those terms. It was not something familiar to me, and it was my pleasure. And I wish even in the next sessions you'll be able to be open and they try to think beyond. If someone asks a question, think beyond and provide something great as you have done today. Maybe even tomorrow it can be done. So apart from getting those the 10 best norms, the next step it will be about like have a challenge. You have a challenge. A challenge tells about there's a company which needs to hire us. Then it has a problem. As I've seen that you are good leaders, you are good communicators. We need to address an issue that they have and see the possible solutions. So I hope in the next meeting, each and everyone will be ready to provide like the possible solutions, and also understanding where the situation, so that we'll be able to work on what we are supposed to do. So guys, if you don't have anything to add on, you can conclude. But I think as I know you maybe have something to add on. Anything to add on or everything's clear?
I feel like I'm comfortable and clear the answer. So
Oh,
everything's
it
clear.
was my pleasure. Yes, sir. So thank you for watching this video. I hope to help you, and you too, if you're having work in your team, try to get norms. That will help you to guide you, to show you what you have to do when you are with your teammates or where you are working on a project. Make sure that you have the norms that will direct you in the guidance. So thank you.